Minecraft is astronomically accurate? I see. Then how do you explain gravity in Minecraft? I'm sorry, what's that? What's that? Astronomical means of extremely large amount. Doesn't that just prove my point, though? I mean, if it's meant to be astronomically accurate, of a very large amount of accuracy, then how can we say that it's of an absolutely large amount of accuracy if it's not entirely accurate? What about gravity? Was that, you want me to drop the conversation? Fine. It is I, Menace Snowdecker. Welcome back to another YouTube video of Beyblade Lands. I have a build planned for today and tomorrow. I was gonna do something overly complex, but today I am just not in the mood. So I'm doing the basic one that I mentioned last time that I was considering doing, where I was gonna hang a grip from the ceiling. But first, I have to go back up because I came down here to start putting, well, the beginning of our little platforms down. I've been doing that on literally every single floor. Gotta go back up to the top. Whee! So many stairs. I can't wait to add some rooms in here eventually. That's gonna be months in the future, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Alright, what side's which? Okay, so I need to go over here, right? Or is that... Yeah, okay. It's a lot of work. But it'll pay off eventually. Okay, so this is what we built last time. This is the power grip, or so I was informed by searching up names about this on socials and groups that explain the names and terms and stuff for Beyblade. If it's not named that, then I'll just come back and change it eventually after somebody corrects me. Please note, I do not know the names of every single item. I'm still trying to find the name of that item right there behind me. I've not had any luck. I'm ashamed to admit it. To be fair, though, there are quite a few LR launchers that have been made over the years, especially for Beyblade Burst. So what my plan is for today, I'm going to build another one of these. Although I'm building the traditional model, not this upgraded one with this big bulky attachment here at the end. And I'm going to hang it from the ceiling right here. That is my plan. I thought it would look cool to have some hanging items here inside this Beyblade museum. So, before we start building, let me go ahead and show you the differences between these two particular models. So, without further ado, take it away, me! Thank you, Menace. So, the reason why I don't feel like doing anything overly complex today, I've been battling acne for the last 3 days, unfortunately. I was doing some labor. I'm not going to go into full details on all of it, just a brief explanation, but I was doing some labor, and I started sweating a lot, and some of the work that I was doing involved a lot of dust and dirt, and I got 2 sections that just dug into my skin, and 2 things of acne appeared in the worst places possible. One is right here. I don't know if you can all even see it, but there's a bump right there. I have had it with this thing My face has enough scars already. I don't need one more. There was one down here, but I got that one already. One was literally at my lip, and the other one is right here, dug inside the skin that is between the sections of my cheek that moves when I go to make a smile. So it's very uncomfortable. I've been taking hot steam showers, baths, and not to mention coating my skin in antibacterial soap. It stings. A lot. So I'm just trying not to focus on it, even though it's very irritating, and I'm just doing the best I can to get by. So for the next few days, I'm taking it easy. I'm still recording, but I'm trying to limit how much time I spend on screen, because I don't want to see myself and I don't want to focus on it. I guess you could just call it my own personal form of paranoia. Anyway, this is all unimportant stuff. This is the part that matters. This is what we built last time. This is the power grip. And here's the model behind me. I'm sorry, I got a whole big fat shelf right here that's just full of launchers. All of these I need to build at some point. And then I got some in these boxes here as well up top that I have not opened, that I need to open because they also have unique launchers inside them that I have not built yet. But that's a future me problem. Present me is focusing on the task at hand. So just get rid of this unimportant piece. This is the part that matters. Now, if you look closely at these two launchers, you don't really see much of a difference other than the big, bulky part there at the end. Now, after taking a good look at this, I can pretty much verify that these two launchers, these launcher handles, these grips, whatever it is you want to refer to them as, basically are the exact same size and exact same shape. Which honestly doesn't really surprise me. Because this is something that people like to do when they have equipment. They like creating standardized sizes for people to utilize and modify to their own whims. The only part that didn't make sense was this piece, the white pieces, here and here. These parts overlap, whereas this one, they tend to blend in. So I'm going to be building the exact same body, but just ever so slightly changing it up and not making it as big in the first place. So the build for the most part is going to be basically a near replica, more than 70% identical. It's just going to be these portions here and here that I have to change. And for reasons I still cannot explain, like its counterpart, this one also has a hole going straight through it. I don't know if you all can... you can kind of see it. So this section here, that's a hole. This one right here, that's a hole. So a hole right there and a hole right there. These are... I don't know why these are there. They just are. If I'm being honest, this one just feels bland. I like the grip on this one because I can actually sink my fingers into this one. So I can see why the power grip is a bit more comfortable. It actually has the grooves for your hand. This one does not. It's just... It's more just the handle. So, with all that being said, let's just go ahead and start building. Now let's get another build done. For the record, my face stings a lot. Acne is not fun. Okay. So what do we need here? We're going to need white, obviously. We're also going to be needing black. Pitch black. That'll make it look nicer. So basically almost the exact same resources we had last time. So this one, we're going to need that one. This one. Adding to that, let's get some polished blackstone. Is there anything I missed? Shockingly, no. Oh, okay. We should be good then. There is a minor discrepancy with this grip when I look at it. There's one part that is... Actually, I never even noticed this until literally just now. Oh wait, I already got that. What am I doing? Yeah, so this part should actually be a little bit smaller. I didn't take that into account when I did that before. To be fair, there are a lot of angles on these things. There really are. And I can't always account for every single detail when I'm shrinking down the build size. Even though this is considered massive by a build standards. I can't always make the details I want. But this black and white launcher doesn't have that issue. So before I do anything, I first need to determine which point I'm going to be putting it on here. Let's see. So 2 above. Which means that's going to be our point. Now we just expand upon it. Even though this is actually supposed to be on both sides, I'm going to make this one facing down. So that people who decide to walk up here can actually get the chance to see it. Okay, well that didn't work. Still not working. Come on. Oh wait, I got the angle wrong here. That's why. Whoops. No wonder I couldn't get it right. Alright, there we go. So there. There we go. There's our first part. Now I can go ahead and delete this. I'll worry about the hanging material later. I just want to get the build started. I'm basically replicating everything here that I see. Literally everything. But instead of red, I'm adding in black. You know, there was a conversation I had with a friend of mine once. We were saying that if you ever want to truly make a good color scheme, all you really got to do is take a color that you really like and then add black as a secondary color. So, red and black, white and black, blue and black, green and black, purple and black, and that list just goes on and on. I don't like how dark this color gets. It's so difficult to see the details. It's just so dark. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm copying this from... Okay. So I need to focus on this side more, actually. Okay, so you're going to come forward. You're going to go back. So, like that. That's going to go for 4. Five, 6, 7. I am not kidding. This build is literally going to be 70% identical to the one that's right there. It's just going to be those grips we have to change later on. That, and I also have to put in spots for the screws, since those will be visible from the ground up. But that's a later problem. Alright, then we delete that. Then we add in another 2. Then we bring that back. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then that whole top section is going to be filled in. You know, perhaps adding in ceiling tiles wasn't a smart idea, but it looks so much cleaner than having those sea lanterns showing through the ceiling. And it creates a really nice lighting. It was so dark before, but now it just hinders me, and I don't know, maybe I should have made the roofs higher. Next time. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Gotta get that to go there. No, got the movements wrong. There we go. Anytime you do this, you always got to get the angles right, which can be a little bit of a pain with how tricky and how tightly spaced all this is. There we go. I really, really wish I could create that same level of detail on there, on the top side too, because it's supposed to be on both sides, but with the limitations of Minecraft, I can't really do that. My only option would be to double it up, but then I'd have to change up the whole build process, and I don't have the space for it. I'd have to change up literally everything I did. Actually, I might have the space for it, but it would still be a pain to change. Oh well. Okay, so from that point to the top, that's going to shrink down by 1. That's going to go for 5. That part will become... I'm just going to leave that just like that. Because for the most part, that is almost exactly identical to what it is I'm looking at here. And I can change that up later. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes for 2 spaces. And then we got, let's see, 2 sets of 3. Followed by a 4. That's going to go forward 1 more. It's going to come back. That looks like a 4. Yep, that's a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say a 3 and a 4. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I was just building a tail. And whatever I do to one side, I have to do the reverse on the bottom. Alright, good. Almost got that whole portion built now. You know, it is really difficult to not have the urge to itch and scratch. I'm sorry, but my face just hurts so much. I know I've already said that, but it does. I can't even begin to stress or even explain fully how painful it is. It feels like somebody just handcuffed me to a chair and then dumped a whole bunch of itching powder right on my nose. And just left me sitting there. Having restraint is such a pain sometimes. Whatever. I know I can get through this if I'm patient. If I'm patient and I keep applying soap, I keep washing away at it, that will be gone, hopefully, in 3 days. That being said, though, it's going to be 3 days of agony. Oh. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no, I did that wrong. Whoops. Right idea, wrong spot. Okay, where did I go wrong? Why am I getting... Oh, okay. That's what I did wrong. There's my problem. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Okay, so that part's fixed now. Stop it. There you go. Fill that section in. Put a few light blocks down. Sea lanterns. Just to lighten it up and decrease the chance of bad things spawning inside there once this whole thing is built. There we go, that takes care of the first one. Okay, so we got all the important details here on the other one that we needed. So all that is now done. So now I just have to change this up as I go. Alright, well for starters, these sections aren't going to be covered anymore. From what I can see here, whereas this one had it all covered up. Am I going to get this done in one video? That's shocking. Yeah, this one doesn't really have that section covered. This one has it actually showing, actually exposed. Same for the other side. So those parts end up showing. Or hang on. Yeah, that should be fine. The rest of this is basically going to be about the same on the surface, but it's going to be a lot slimmer. So this part still overlaps, that part still overlaps. It's still going to go around and coat this point. Same for the other side. The hole that we created right here, that's still going to exist. That's going to go all the way through. So that section has to be sealed off. Pretty much the same MO for this whole design. Then this part becomes white and clear. Nice white coating. Matches up with that point. Let me see. Okay, so this is actually... Hold on. I got something goofed up here. I got the beginning of it right. It's just the ending point I don't have correct here. So this whole section is basically going to be almost the exact same size and shape all the way through. But once it gets to around here, it dips inward. And then it slowly expands itself forward again. So I want to say it's just like that. Right around here we have a hole, so I actually need to move that light. So I can put a wall behind here. This part's going to attach. We have another hole about right there. Basically in the same positions. So these holes aren't just a one-time thing. This is something that they've actually added on basically all these parts. Which means I got to keep the exact same recipe back here as well. There we go. I don't believe this. I might actually get this done in one video. That is terribly surprising. Okay, so on this other side, it has a bit more of a curve inward. So starts off about the same. But then around here, it'll curve inward just a bit. And then right here towards the back, it'll build outward again. However, it's also going to overlap a hair down here. So I need to account for that. Let's just say it does the same thing up here as well. There we go. I don't believe this. I basically got this whole thing done in just one video. All I gotta add now are the screws. I guess it is true. Work does go faster when you have something to copy off of. I'm still shocked, though. I thought it was going to take me longer. Okay, so on this underside, we have a screw that goes right about there. I'll put these a little bit inward, because that's what it looks like on these. These don't sit close to the outside edge. These are a bit deeper inside. So same area, opposite side. There is a small hole up here, but it doesn't seem all that important, so I'm just going to skip it. It doesn't go all the way through. There's not a screw inside it, so I don't really know why it's even there in the first place. Back here, we have a screw right there, followed by another one on the opposite side. Yeah, that seems cool. And now I just gotta add some little manner of wire that help hold it in place. Because I'm using andesite up here, I'm gonna use stone. This way it'll blend in ever so slightly and it's not gonna stick out too much. And then I'm just going to loop it around. That'll make it feel like it's actually being held to the ceiling. That's a bummer. I gotta change positioning on that one. Okay. Can't be helped. And this will be our last one. I'm actually proud of myself. I didn't think I was going to get all that done in just one video. I thought I was going to need at least 2. That definitely surprised me. Sorry, I was just stretching real quick. My body's sore. Okay, don't need this now. Don't need you. Don't need you. Or you. Or you. Or you. I need you. You. Don't need you. I need this. I need that. I need this. Let's go ahead and get some black dye. If that don't work, I'll try gray. I guess that's okay. I'm trying to think, where should I put the actual sign here? There we go. Beyblade Burst Launcher Grip. I guess black don't work. What if I tried white? What if that... Did that do anything? No, I don't like it. Change it back. Okay. Well, that was certainly surprising. I didn't think I was going to get all that done in just one video. I'm actually impressed with myself. For those who don't know, I like to end my videos around 45 minutes on average. If I'm doing a gameplay video, then I'll do roughly 45 to an hour, approximately. Not always, just approximately. This is cool, though. I now got a hanging exhibit on one of my higher levels. And that didn't take up as much space as I thought it would, which is actually perfect. That is great. And I can still see a whole lot of the details down here. Wait. Hold on. I got one of these spots wrong. Hold the phone. Easy fix. You. Move over. There. Now it's good. So I got a red and white launcher grip. I got a white and black launcher grip. I got a micro bay launcher. I got a trigger guard. Or trigger grip, as some call it. Or as it's meant to be called. I just like calling it a trigger guard because it actually does look like a guard. I have an LR launcher that I still cannot find the proper name of. I only know it was made by Hasbro. Not only do I have those, but now... Where are they? Right, other side. Now, I also have 2 Duotrons made by 2 totally different eras, which is really cool. And then I have a Beyblade Burst... Or, no, sorry. Beyblade Metal Fight string launcher. There's so many builds, I'm starting to get the terms confused inside my head. There's so many names. Yeah, there's my second one. I think the Duotron's my favorite one so far. My least favorite is Istros. But these Duotrons, these things are just cool. And there's still a lot more things I have to build in the near future. What I'll do next, only the future will be able to tell. But I still have a whole bunch of open space inside these buildings that I can utilize. So while I have it, might as well use it. I think what I'll do next is I'll start working on the Hasbro launchers. Because there's a whole bunch of those for Beyblade Burst. But I'll do that after I fill out this floor. I got a couple more LR launchers that I could easily try to fit in here. Or some other manner of builds. Haven't fully decided what I'm going to be doing yet. But in the meantime, I can just take in the scenery and enjoy myself. So in the meantime, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, then give it a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And like always, this is Menace Snowdecker signing off, and I will see you, next time. So bye-bye. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to smile, because remember, a smile a day goes a long way. Hope to see you all back here again soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. If nobody minds, I'm going to go coat my face in more soap. Probably take another hot shower while I'm at it, because this hurts. A lot. Anyway, bye!